I fully support the Asian community boycotting black people. I'm seeing so many people come out in support of the Asian community regarding the boycotts, and they're saying, well, now the beauty supply stores won't have an issue with stealing anymore because the black people are stealing all the product. And they're saying we're going into the beauty, they're saying we're going into the nail shops and we're getting our nails done. We aren't paying. That's terrible. That's terrible. I wonder why the Asian community hasn't said anything about this epidemic. Are you? I'm so sorry to hear that. We're running out without paying. We're stealing all the products in the beauty supply stores. Wow. If you are a member of the Asian community, I fully am in support of you boycotting black people. I mean, your businesses must be failing in the black community, right? Because you're living amongst a population of thieves and criminals. Again, I am in full support of you guys boycotting the black community, right? We deserve it. And I'm so sorry about your businesses. They must be doing, oh, hold on, my phone's right here. Hello? Hey, yeah, no, we can go to the nail salon. Yeah, brand new one just opened up on Emerson Avenue.
The way y'all keep coming with excuses as to why these nail shops and other Asian businesses and restaurants and stuff are empty, y'all really don't believe that when black people set their minds to it, that they can actually stick to it and make differences. But then again, yes, y'all do. It's why y'all try so hard to convince us, like white supremacists have always done for so many years, that it doesn't matter when we unify, when clearly it does. But to see y'all writing all these excuses, it's a Monday, oh, it's still too early, or it's this, or maybe just people are standing on their word, black people, and keeping their money in black businesses. Bravo, black people.
So I'm driving home from the beach trying to mind my business and scroll. And I just keep seeing all these videos where all these other people are inserting themselves and trying to define our cause. Like, as far as I know, within our community, our cause is about people of other nationalities setting up businesses in our communities, treating us like bottom feeders while they feed off of us in our community and our dollar and treat us like disrespectfully. Taking the lives of our children is not okay. So now this attack globally where everybody's coming for our don't buy Chinese, it's crazy. What is wrong with people? Ask yourself, what has a black American ever done to you? I can tell you, we can show you what they just did to us. Why the hell is everybody else the fuck upset? It's crazy and it needs to stop. Y'all need to calm down. And I feel like it's the meddlers who do all the damage that's starting these little conversations. Well, what about this and what about that? And y'all just jump right on board with the ones y'all should be watching. It's insanity. Like, think about the history of America and who's done the damage and who has not. God.
So guys, the Asian boycott is really, really taking a different twist, and it's really funny what's happening now because these Asian guys, come to think about it, I've never really seen an Asian person going into a black salon or black shop trying to patronize their own business. And the moment or the instant black persons decide to say, okay, let's spend our money where it matters the most, these guys are annoyed. Like, seriously, they are angry. And you even have a couple of them saying we can't do without their services, which is a complete lie because black businesses have been opened all over the place and they are doing well. You see guys doing their hair, doing their nails, and they are doing extremely well. So the whole Asian guys trying to play the victim here is not going to work. It's not going to definitely work because we know what you guys are up to and we are definitely not allowing it this time around. We're definitely going to stand on our words and we're going to patronize our own businesses.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Amadai Shakur. So I find it very interesting that now that people that look like me are saying we're no longer going to patronize and spend our money with the Asian businesses that are in our communities because they for decades disrespected us, brought harm to us, and just been very much so vile in many instances. And so now they're accusing us of being racist and hateful and spreading anti-Asian hate and all of that. Well, we've never been the ones to collectively spew anti-Asian hate or be racist towards them. And we've never been a danger or threat to them either. If we were, they wouldn't have felt so comfortable being in our presence in our communities for decades, even until this day. They would not have stayed there if that were the case, and they know that isn't the case. And I find it interesting that as soon as we start talking about taking back our black dollars, then people want to start saying that we're being hateful, when hate is what was shown to us, which is why we no longer want to give our money. Okay, let's get into it. And some of them trying to act as though they don't understand why we're so upset, and they say that we're blaming all of them for the actions of one. Again, it wasn't just the actions of one. It's the culmination of things that have happened over the decades. But also, even if it were just about the Rick Chow verdict, they still would understand how we feel, or at least they should, because something very similar happened to them. Okay, at the end of the day, it started a whole civil rights movement for their community. Okay, please pay attention. Now, June 19th of 1982, two Caucasian men took the life of a Chinese American by the name of Vincent Chin. Okay, his life was taken after he was repeatedly pummeled with a baseball bat. Now, the two people who did this got absolutely no consequences, and the Asian community was very upset, and they took to the streets because they wanted justice, just like we do. Okay, so please pay attention.
Was about to be married.
It was June 19th, 1982. My cousin Vincent Chin decided to do an impromptu bachelor party, as one does, and he invited his friends to the Fancy Pants Club. And there was two men, Ronald Ebens and his stepson Michael Nitz, who were across the bar, and they were having this argument.
The two men Vincent Chin fought with in the bar found him here, a few blocks away, and in the middle of the street beat him with a baseball bat.
He swung the bat as if a baseball player was swinging for a home run.
Now, as you can see, these are the charges that both Ebens and Nitz were hit with. Okay, please pay attention. They ended up getting 3 years probation, no jail time, and a $3,000 fine. Okay, please pay attention. As you can see, they were very upset and they wanted justice, as I said. And they were just as upset as we are right now, saying the same things, some of the same things that we have been saying. You know, that if the roles were reversed and had been the shoe on the other foot, how things may have turned out quite differently. Please pay attention. They definitely didn't think that a $3,000 fine and probation would suffice. Eventually, they were able to prove, after a witness came forward, that the incident was racially motivated. So they also were very upset, and due to the public outrage at the small fine and the probationary period that was imposed, well, this eventually led to a federal indictment for them violating Vincent Chin's civil rights. Okay, please pay attention. At a federal trial, Ebens was found guilty for one count of violating Vincent Chin's civil rights. And he was sentenced to 25 years. But then his conviction was overturned on appeal. Okay, causing more outrage. Please pay attention.
The movement.
The sentences outraged Chinese Americans in Detroit and around the country.
When Vincent Chin was killed, that was a turning point for the Asian American community. We knew that terrible thing had happened to Vincent, but it could have been my brothers, my friends. It was really a pan-Asian movement that developed. Truly a civil rights movement.
Vincent Chin's mother was so grief-stricken and so upset that she didn't get any level of justice for her son's death. She ended up packing up her things and going back to China. Okay, please pay attention. And mind you, when all of this was going on, the people who look like me absolutely had empathy and sympathy for them. It's interesting that the people who make all of their money, most of their money, a large portion of it, off of our community, and who've been through some of the same hateful things that we've had to deal with in this country at the hands of the same people, look at us as though we're just cash cows and they don't have to care anything about our lives. And then they get upset rather than showing empathy and sympathy, get upset when we finally decide to stand up and demand justice and respect. Please pay attention. But rather than showing empathy and sympathy, some of them have chosen to try to portray their businesses as being Black owned now, to try to trick us into buying from them whether we choose to or not. And I find that absolutely diabolical and egregious and clearly nefarious, to say the least. Because the bottom line is this. If you say that you don't need our money and you challenged us to this, and now we're actually doing it, why would you have to go and try to portray yourselves as businesses owned by us to try to continue to get us to patronize you? Because obviously you do. Absolutely. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, I still need our money. Okay, please pay attention.
I saw this thing online of how the black people are not going to these salons or this. They are seriously boycotting these Asian people. We are not funding them anymore. It's empty. Look at this. I thought it was a joke. Ain't nobody in there. Wow. Look at this. They are not playing. Talking all of that shit about the niggas, and the niggas ain't going in there to buy you nothing. Wow, I thought it was a joke, but they are not playing with these Asian people. Ain't nobody in there. Saying they don't need the black dollar.
Yeah, it's just that most of these Asian people, they fail to understand that this is not a boycott anymore. This is literally what we call wealth transfer, where a group of persons have just decided to spend their money where they're going to be treated like human beings and they're going to be respected, which is something that is, I don't think is so hard to understand, or is something that is selfish as they may put it. So we're trying to empower our own community, and I don't think it's something that is really bad. Some people are looking at it as some sort of revenge, which I don't think that's the case, or they're trying to say we are punishing an entire community for the crimes of one person, which at this point in time, that is absolutely not the case.
And to all them Asian businesses who saying that the black people boycott won't do shit to your business, bitch, I hope y'all ready for them $300-$400 orders that y'all restaurants finna be getting. Because you know what? The nigga with the hat, he just proved my point that Asians in America, they care more about white proximity than the Hispanics do. Did y'all hear him say they don't need our money because they're in the white neighborhoods. They have Chinatowns. They have their own areas. Baby, them white folks don't like y'all. They don't even respect y'all. Y'all ain't outworking us. Y'all have more opportunities than us. Bold of you to say that we should just go to the bank and get a loan and start a business, like we can just do that. Like we can just go do that like y'all can. It's okay, baby. It's okay, because I'm calling 6 restaurants today and I ain't picking up none of that shit.
The way we finally decided to boycott some of these businesses brings to my mind the way that black businesses have been boycotted by everybody. Like, every other race of people, including our own, have been boycotting black businesses. Y'all don't see a lot of anything but us coming to our businesses. And even we are the loudest about why not to go to one of our businesses most times when you hear something about somebody's business. And this really just sat on my heart and my mind, thinking about the fact that we are finally boycotting other people and investing in ourselves. I'm here for it, but man, things that make you go,
Y'all, the way that black people are boycotting Asian businesses right now, this stuff is so powerful, bro. I had chills every video that came down my timeline, bro. You got these black business owners, man. Their shops are overflowing right now. I don't know who the man was, who the Asian was that done said what he said, but man, you had done set everybody off with that one. You had done set everybody off, and ain't nobody playing no more, bro. Ain't nobody playing. Y'all gotta watch what y'all say at this point in time, cause ain't nobody playing no more, bro. This is beautiful, bro. Everybody, like all the black people in one spot, just enjoying themselves, enjoying the black. Like, come on, man. Come on, and everybody having fun in their black businesses, man. Folks over, bro. This is powerful, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I kind of like seeing it down my timeline. No help, bro. We pop, bro. We
So there's a restaurant near me, not really, probably about 30-35 minutes with good traffic. And it's an Asian business, and the kid of said business is posting to get some sort of like, not reaction, but more so like, there's no customers coming in, da 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 da. And the comments are full of black people saying, sorry. And it's like, and it was like, well, because where are the other Asian, where white people, where Hispanic people, where all these other people that support that business? There's no way in hell that only black people come to your businesses. That's insane to me. The fact that now that black people aren't going out to their businesses, there are no customers, which should show you that other communities in this country don't support your businesses. And then other people are in there saying, oh my God, well, this isn't Chinese business. This is Vietnamese. Last time I checked, Asian people always came together against black people. When it was that, it was never, oh, we're Chinese, oh, we're Vietnamese, oh, we're Japanese. It was Asian, period. But now y'all are trying to make subcategories as to why you should sell or still support certain businesses. And now that people saying, well, I mean, y'all don't support no black-owned businesses. I mean, we don't know. They saying it's a blackout, right? Type deal, which I respect. I understand. I'm also doing that. And everybody's like, oh my God, everybody in the comments are racist. Not spending your money with people who will follow you and harass you around the store is now considered racist because you don't want to spend your money there, when white people rarely ever spend their money with you. No other community rarely ever spends money with you, but somehow us spending our money with them is racist. Us not doing that is racist. Now that's how you say, when black people call people racist, is, oh, now we're racist. Nah, that's not. And then they love to call us all thugs, thieves, whores, and this. But now don't generalize us, though. We can generalize you, don't generalize us. We can stereotype you, don't stereotype us. We don't have to spend our money with you, but you must spend your money with us. This country has bred contradictions and hypocrisy since it became a country / corporation. Yet, I don't understand. It's like black people will never be not under scrutiny. Why don't y'all blame white people for y'all not having businesses? You don't work where your business is. You don't live there. It's like the police. Where they live, where they work, they don't live there. They travel cities over. Your community, where your house is with white folk. You live in white people neighborhoods. Come to the black neighborhood and expect for us to spend our money there. I'm tired. I'm going to give TikTok a few. I'm going to listen to some Storytime podcasts and finish Hunter x Hunter and Teen Wolf and watch My Baddies and Now That's TV. I need a break because how dense people are, how smooth-brained people are. People want so much sympathy from black people, like, no, my family, my this, my that. Y'all don't care about our families. Why should I care about your family when you don't care about mine? You want compassion without showing any? That sounds like some real boomer Ronald Reagan type shit. That sounds like a white lady with 8 kids pregnant with her 9th on welfare begging on a GoFundMe. Like, what?
Yo, the boycott for the Asian businesses is really happening, y'all. When I tell y'all, even in Metro Detroit, Hazel Park, East Point, the nail shops are empty. Ain't no black women in them shits. The boycott going down, y'all.
Boycott Asian businesses. Look, I know many people are angry. They think justice needs to be served. So they want to boycott Asian businesses. I know emotions are high, and if this is how you think there's going to be some justice, okay, I'm okay with it. But then when does it end? When is it, okay, we've boycotted Asian businesses enough, justice is served, now let's move on. I just personally don't think this is the solution. If anything, it produces more tension, creating some unnecessary race war. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Asian business owners that are like, what happened? Where's all my black customers? They're just trying to make a living. They're just trying to make money.
When Trump was saying that, hey, we need to bring more manufacturing jobs back to America and depend less on China, where was the Asians at? It was crickets. Now all of a sudden he talking about, oh, it's going to be a race war. No, it's just going to be between you and you not making your bank payments on your loans. Because that's what black Americans is talking about, pushing Asian businesses out of black communities. You don't see any black businesses in Asian communities. You don't see any white businesses in Asian communities. So where is this entitlement coming from? People, this is not China. This is not any Asian country. Nobody's forced to shop nowhere. People could shop and support who they want to support. But like I said before, this won't be no race war. This will be youth going out of business. That's it.
My grandma always used to say, people always think the grass is greener on the other side, but you still got to water that shit. And every time I see certain conversations online, I always think about that. I'm seeing some folks say black people shouldn't be boycotting Asian businesses. Y'all gonna see what happened to y'all. And I'm like, what happened to y'all? What happened to us? What happened to y'all? That's the part that always kind of gets me, right? If black people don't matter, if the black dollar ain't valuable, if black people are doing too much, then stop taking our money. It's really that simple. Go on and get all them other dollars. Open your stores exclusively in communities where you feel like people don't complain, don't protest, and they don't speak up. Since we're such a burden, go and see how much it works out for you. The irony is black people have spent generations fighting for equality, not just for black people, but for everybody. And now a lot of people that benefited from the fight that black people did, they want to say, just be quiet and shut up. But if it wasn't for us, they'd be no you. And now some of the people who benefited from black folks opening those doors act like black people don't bring nothing to the table. And that's why I don't get offended anymore. If you truly believe black people have no value, stand on business. Stop taking the black dollar. Stop opening businesses in black neighborhoods. Stop marketing to black consumers. And this let us know when that little experiment works out. Because see, my grandmama also taught me something else. Folks don't appreciate water until the well runs dry.
Common sense approach. Now, I know most Asian business owners are probably thinking to themselves that this situation with black Americans banning, supporting their businesses will eventually come to an end sooner than later, and it'll be back to business as usual. But to be honest with you, I don't think so. As you can see these ladies getting it in, putting in work. I don't think so. I think you guys are in it for the long haul when it comes to black people supporting your businesses again. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think so. Number one, a lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up anyway. And that's just the truth. A lot of people have been waiting on you to fuck up. Which leads me to number two. You have close to 50 million black Americans in this country. A lot of them who have been waiting on the opportunity to provide these services to their community. But you was in the way. Which goes back to number one. A lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up. And last but not least, a lot of black Americans have been talking to their children about this. And there's a lot of things you don't want to be in the eyes of your children, but you definitely don't want to be a hypocrite and to look weak in front of your children or in the eyes of your children. So for me to sit down and have these conversations with my children on why we shouldn't support these businesses and then to go and start back supporting them makes me a hypocrite to my child, and it also makes me look weak. So for the, it's a few more reasons, but those just a few reasons why I feel like things will never go back and be the same as it was. It's common sense approach.
Well, guys, from these clips, I just noticed that some persons literally have to learn the hard way. And that's what the black people did to the Asians exactly. And I'm loving it because it's not about hate or revenge. It's just basically word transfer, which is incredible because how on earth do you set up your business in my own community, then you turn to treat me like trash and I still pay you for that service? It's not being done. Like, the disrespect is too much, and I'm happy that the black folks are like, there's no turning back this time around. Let's empower our own community, which is something that is really incredible. If the Asian guys are really so mad and so angry, let them go and set up the businesses in their own community and have their own people patronize them. It isn't that hard, right? So guys, if you loved my content, do well to hit on that like and also hit on the subscribe button. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching.